And what about the last one? The last one is 0 because the number in the parentheses is less than 1. Okay, got it? All right, so we have a couple volunteers and we're each going to do 3 problems. It may or may not be the same as the ones we just did. Somebody's doing all 3 of those, and then somebody's going to do all 3 of these. And what should the rest of them do?
Keep doing the problems.
You should be doing the problems, right? And that's okay. Remember, the whole you don't have to take the exam thing is teacher discretion. I'm the teacher, so it's my discretion. We're not working hard, take the exam. Let's see. You have to have a chance to catch up and then.
Yeah. Little bit. Pretty good.
You got these done?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get all of them.
Yeah.
All right, we got 0, 0, and divergent. What do you think about this set right here?
Couldn't agree more.
Couldn't agree more. It's absolutely correct. See that number right there? Is it bigger than 1? And if it's bigger than 1, then we're not gonna have a limit, right? It's gonna be divergent. Now, what about over here? You watch it. What's that top one? Isn't it negative 1/2?
All because of
Or
fours.
negative 4n. That's negative 1/2. This one is 0. And this one is 2/3. It reduces. Make sure you reduce it. All right, everybody good with that one? All right, next problem. Remember, everything we're talking about today and yesterday is 100% on the exam. So if you didn't know how to do these 4 quiz questions, you know what you need to study because those are on the exam. All right, here we go. All right, here it is. There's the problem. Who remembers what we need to do? Who remembers what we need to do? Don't we need to double all those?
Yeah.
So we're gonna take 1, 3, 6, 0, 1, 4, and we're gonna subtract double all that. So 6, 2, 8, 4, 2, 16. Right? And then we're gonna subtract. And when we subtract, we'll do it entry by entry. So 1 minus 6. 3 minus 2. 6 minus 8. 0 minus 4. 1 minus 2. And 4 minus 16. calculator problems. We don't need a calculator for these. All right, how about this? Directions say solve. Wait a second. Just hang on a minute. Get my math together. All right, what do we do? Eliminate or substitute, whichever you like. This one, because of the way it's set up, you know, I'm always gonna eliminate anyway, but this one's set up perfectly for it. So it looks like X is 4. Now, do I put that in the answer blank and move on? No, because my answer is going to look like this, right? X is 4, but I have to find Y. And how do I do that? Somewhere back here, I plug in 4. So 8 minus Y equals 7. You can probably figure out what Y is, but if you can't, you can solve, and it looks like Y is 1. And you can substitute or eliminate, the directions do not say what to do, it just says solve. All right, let's try these. All right, volunteers, let's go. The quicker we go, the more problems we can get done. I should see everybody's
Are we gonna go over it?
Okay, Joseph got y equals 1.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Y. So Joseph got 1 comma 1. Anybody else get that? Get that stuff over there? 1 comma 1. Good. All right, we'll do one more no calculator and then we'll do a couple our calculator. Find the exact cosine of pi over 2. So the first thing we want to do is change that into 90, because we know pi is 180. We practiced that yesterday. That was actually a quiz question. All right, now what do we do? We draw 90 degrees. Uh-oh, this is a little different than yesterday. What do we notice about 90 degrees? It's on the line. And if it's on the line, I do not make a triangle, I make a circle. And the radius of the circle is 1, which means this point right here is 0, 1. So x is 0 and y is 1. Then if I don't know what cosine is, I can look at my reference sheet. And my reference sheet will say cosine is x over r. So since x is 0 and r is 1, this is 0 over 1, which is 0. Easy, easy. All right, let's have you practice a couple of those. Let's do the sine of 3 pi over 2. And we'll do the tangent of pi. So, come on, volunteers. You can either get your iPad out and get the reference, or I'll lay one up here. You look at it here. Volunteers, let's go. Thank you. Who else? Very good. You have it. Have you already? Okay, no, we don't want repeats. We gotta have fresh blood up here. You do tangent the same way that you might do reference sheet to figure out what tangent is. You do it exactly the same way. Anybody know what tangent is? Y over x. they both got them right. Anybody have a question about either one of those? Miss Cadwell, what are you doing back there? All right, you ready for the next one? Calculator. Here we go. You need a calculator. Here's triangle ABC. You know this is 63, and we know this is 41. You know this is 10, and we need to find that. We did one like this yesterday. Yesterday, the triangle looked a little different though. Look at that one carefully. Do you notice anything?
You can hit the angle though.
What?
You can like find the angle.
I can find that angle, absolutely. What will that angle be? Yep, 76, I heard Monica say it, 76. Why is that? Make my heart leap for joy. Now I have this right here, right? And if I have that, I can use the law of sines, which says sine 76 over 10. You guys, when you have a sine, it's hooked to the angle. So it's sine 76 over 10 equals what? Sine 63 over 8. Now what? Cross multiply. So A sine 76 equals 10 sine 63. And then divide by sine 76. And then I can go to my calculator. And if you're gonna type that all in at once, which is great, is how I do it, make sure you close the parentheses after the 63. And I got 9.18. All right, that's more than equal 52?
Yes.
Alright. So, we should have, our initial setup will be sine 47 over 16 equals sine 52 over k. Okay, so I need you to make sure, I need to make sure you, that's your initial, okay, that's how you start. So then we're gonna multiply. And then we're gonna divide. So this is what you need to type in on your calculator. Don't skip steps, guys. This is what we need to type in. And I think I got 17 point something. 17.24. Does that sound better? Or again, I think it's 17.24. So this is what we're solving for, okay? Okay? Alright, let's do another calculator problem. Let's find the third term. So we're gonna find the third term of this expansion. So, I know that the third term is going to have a number, an x, and a negative 3y. Those are the three pieces of the third term. Every term is gonna have that. Now, Sunny's saying, I gotta find that number. I can find that number, that missing number right there, I can find that a couple different ways. One way is to remember, to the fifth power, the first term would be 5c5, that's term 1. Term 2 would be 5c4. And the one I want is 5c3. So that is one way of finding the number. Then of course I'll have to figure out what that number is. What's the other way of finding the number? You can build Pascal's triangle. And this would not be too much because we're only going to the fifth row. So the third number should be 10. If you type that in on your calculator, you should get 10. So we know that our first number is 10. Alright? Now, I know I have an x, I know I have a negative 3y. I need to know what the powers are. So remember, right here at the beginning, the power on x would be 5. Here it would be 4. And for the term I want, that power is 3, which means the other one is 2, because they gotta add up to 5. So I have my 10, I have my x cubed, and then I have negative 3y squared, which is 9y squared. And then I have to multiply it all together. So I get 90 x cubed y squared. See what you can do. Grayson, pick one. You have enough three up. Pick one. Sia, you got the other one. You can take help if you wish. Or you can manage it on your own. So we need to help Grayson. He wants the fourth term, okay? So his coefficients, what will be his, what's the first coefficient in the sixth row? 6C6. Next one is 6C5, 6C4, 6C3. Isn't that the one he wants? You just count, Grayson. 6C3. Now what about his exponents? He can't remember how to get that. He just counts again. So on X, it would be 6, and then 5, 4, 3. So your X is 3, which makes your Y 3. And then you simplify. See if that's exactly what I got. Good job. So type in 6C3. Write that number down. Now what's 2X cubed? Just stop. Just what's 2X cubed? No. 2 cubed is not 6. What's 2 cubed? Huh? 2 times 2 times 2, what is that? Use your calculator if you need to. What's 2 times 2 times 2? Okay, so it's 8x cubed. And y cubed. And all that's multiplied together. So what do you get when you multiply it all together? Yep, that's the All right, let's put our calculator away and try another no calculator problem. On the exam, they're about equal, about the same number of calculator as no calculator. All right, so here we go. So the first thing we have to do is make a new matrix, right? take these guys right here, and we do this. So negative 4 and 1. And then what do we do with these two? So this becomes positive, that becomes negative. So there's my new matrix. Alright? Then what? Well, I'm going to divide all of these by the determinant. So I need to find the determinant. So go back to the original. That's going to be negative 4 minus negative 6. So I multiply, get negative 4, multiply, get negative 6, and subtract. So it looks like my determinant is 2. So then I go over here and I divide everything by 2. And then reduce whatever I can. So it looks like I have negative 2, negative 1, 3 halves, and 1/2 as my inverse. Alright, so take it out. Who hasn't been up here yet? Gibbons, you been up here? Has everyone been up? No, Molly, have you been up here? Gaylord? Kennedy? Have you guys been up here? You guys that haven't been up here yet, I need a couple of you up here. Alright, we're finding the inverse. Go through your steps. What you need to do. Alright, how'd we do? I think that one was good. Yeah, oh, here we go. How does that look to everybody? Yeah, yeah. Maybe over 21 months. Is that okay with everybody? All right. Next, little word problem. I'm just gonna put down the basics, not write out the whole thing. But today, I ate, so on day 1, I ate 7 candy kisses. On day 2, I ate 10 candy kisses. On day 3, I ate 13, and then 16, and so on. Okay? I want to know how many candy kisses will I eat on the 50th day. Alright? So I need to find the 50th number in this list. Would you agree? With that? So I have to find A sub 50. I have formulas, I have 2 A formulas, but I don't know which one to use. How do I figure out which one to use?
One has
Is
an
my
R, one has a D.
sequence arithmetic or geometric? What's happening?
Plus 3.
I'm adding 3. That makes it arithmetic, which means this is the one we use right here. So my first term is 7. My difference is 3. You figured that out already. And then n minus 1 will be 49 because n is 50. And then I just type that in on my calculator. And I don't know, that's fine. Okay? All right, that's it for today. Please, 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 I don't see you tomorrow. So please spend some time studying on your own. We only have one more day, and then you have to take this thing. Right? And every problem we've done the last 2 days is on the test. So if you know how to do every problem we've done the last 2 days, you got a good start on it, right?